Hello, everyone. Today we have a special guest. Jenny is joining us to discuss Spark monitoring and monitoring features. So to kick things off, Jenny, you are the first time here. Could you please share a bit of background, what you are working on?
Hello, Esther. Thank you for having me here. Hi, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here with Esther today. My name is Jenny. I am the program manager in Fabric Spark engineering data engineering team. And one of my responsibilities is for the Spark monitor and debugging. So I will be happy to walk you through about some key features we are delivering.
So could you please walk us through, for those who have never experienced any monitoring functionalities, what are the features that right now we have and are part of our platform?
Definitely, Esther. In Fabric, we offer rich Spark monitoring capabilities. User can begin with the Monitor Hub, a centralized place to browse all Fabric activities, including Spark, DW pipeline, as well as other Fabric workloads. We also provide dedicated Spark monitoring, which allows users to examine Spark execution metrics, access Spark logs, view notebook snapshots, and use other Spark-related diagnostic tools. In particular, we have built-in monitor capabilities within Fabric Notebook, so users is able to monitor notebook cell-level Spark executions. Additionally, we also offer the Fabric Spark History Server and the Spark UI to allow the Spark community users to access Spark metrics, such as the metrics at the job, stage, and task level, and as well as the DAG graph and the event timeline. Yeah, that's an overview about the Fabric Spark monitoring.
I would love to ask one question because we started with features, but I'm just wondering because Microsoft Fabric is a SaaS service, software as a service. And why do we need monitoring? Shouldn't that be out of a box, meaning that our jobs should always work?
Yes, that's a great question. Yes, Fabric is a SaaS offering. Everything should be like performed by default. That will be the ideal case. However, a Spark monitoring, as well although is commonly used to process large data sets, users can configure to scale out and scale up for the Spark job processing based on the data size, the job processing logic. And it is very essential for the people to monitor Spark activities, ensure the production job health, and also make sure the performance and the resource allocation is optimal. So even as a SaaS offering, it is essential for us to provide rich capabilities for the Spark monitoring and the diagnostics.
I see. Now it makes sense. So can we get some hands-on on the monitoring? Can you show us and do some demo just to see how it works, how to monitor Spark jobs?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I plan to have a couple explore sessions, but in today's first session, I will start with a quick walkthrough about the end-to-end monitoring experience around Spark. So from that demo, you will gain a kind of overview about what's the capability we offer in the Spark. And in the future sessions, I will have like a deep dive session about the logbook contact monitoring and also Spark Advisor, as well as a few diagnostic tools about the Spark performance tuning and diagnostics.
Super. Can't wait. Let's see that.
Fabric provides a unified experience for monitoring all items, while simultaneously it also offers you the flexibility to delve deeper into different workloads to meet specific needs. Let's navigate to the Monitoring Hub. It is the centralized monitoring portal for all Fabric items. You can sort the activities by item type and filter them by job status and other criteria. You can also get more details about a job by looking at its detail pane, which provides more specific information. This experience is consistent for every item, whether it's a data engineering notebook, a data integration, data flow, or a Power BI data set. If there's a job submitted by accident, you can easily cancel the run directly in the Monitoring Hub. While the Monitoring Hub provides me with a consistent way of viewing all my jobs and activities, I can also drill into the details of all my runs. For example, navigating into specific Spark application. This Spark application detail page is personalized for Spark workload. In this case, you can get all the details of the Spark jobs that are part of their Spark application. If you have a job that has failed, you can easily get the specific code snippet of where the problem has occurred. You can navigate through the diagnostic panel to uncover more details about where and why errors occurred, as well as spot warnings about potential performance issues. In this case, there is some skewness in the data that may need further investigation. Additionally, you can examine the driver logs for more insights into the errors. You also have the option to download the logs for further analysis in the tool of your choice. The Data tab allows you to view the data inputs and outputs from your notebook operations. Finally, you can view the notebook snapshots from the runs to see the original code, input parameters, and exactly where potential issues occurred. For a centralized view of an item, you can navigate to your workspace and look at the runs associated with a specific item. In conclusion, the Fabric Monitoring Hub provides a centralized and consistent experience. The Spark application detail view offers Spark-specific monitoring capabilities, and the recent runs feature allows you to navigate through historical activities related to a specific item.
Jenny, I love the demo because you presented one place, monitoring hub. You presented details for specific Spark job. I love the code snippet and I want to ask one question about it. But before, as you said, it's centralized and consistent experience. So I just wonder, because in Fabric, we can author jobs in two ways, One is notebooks. The second are Spark job definitions. And now my question is Monitoring Hub and the monitoring experience working for those two types of ways to author your code?
Yes.
Does it work for both?
Yes. So the Monitor Hub display activity for both the Spark job definition that's mainly designed for the batch job. It also covers all those notebook run activities, including the notebook manual run as well as schedule run. So all those activity name shows up with the artifact name, either the SGD name or the notebook name, plus the session ID. We also have the job type to indicate whether it's a batch job or it's a notebook session. So to answer your question, user is able to see both activities in the same place, Monitor Hub.
Fantastic. And you presented this element code snippet. Now I would like to ask specifically about it. So why do we need those snapshots? And are we getting those snapshots for both notebook and jobs as well?
Yes. And we have the code snippet, which display exactly the code that the particular Spark job is running against, which can be like a code snippet at the notebook cell level. So that will be used for the troubleshooting on failures. If my Spark job failed, I can know exactly what's the corresponding code snippet. So that's one scenario about the code snippet. In addition, we also have the snapshots for both the notebook and SGD. So the snapshot of the notebook is a snapshot of the entire notebook at the time of the Spark notebook run. So user is able to see the original notebook code as well as the input parameters and also the cell level output and also the failures. If anything is failed, user is able to see exactly the failure message at the cell level. For the SGD, we also have the snapshot, which captures the original Spark main definition files, the original all those reference file paths, as well as the parameters. So user is able to trace back to the original job definition and configurations if anything is failing or there is a performance concerns. So that's the value we deliver both the snapshot for notebook and the SGD for the performance tuning, for the failure debugging, and also for the user to understand what is going on behind the scene. Yeah.
Phenomenal. We can get Spark warnings. For example, you mentioned data skew, but also in the future, that's the discussion we both has about notifying our users that they are not using the latest version of Spark runtime. So in the future, they will see that warning also through the monitoring hub.
Correct. In the future, if your Spark runtime is out of date, we'll surface some warnings to indicate your Spark runtime is out of dated. And also, when you are running the Spark notebook, in real time within the notebook, we'll also inform you you probably should be updated to a latest version for the better performance. So all those work is kind of in our roadmap to be delivered to you, to the customers.
Super. Super. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for joining us and sharing all that knowledge. And for those who are watching us, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and remember to subscribe. If you got any questions or topics you would like us to cover, us to present, us to demo, always please drop us a comment. So until next time, happy exploring, monitoring hub, and experiencing and writing and authoring jobs within Microsoft Fabric. See you.
Thank you.